This is Sky Sports 1.
Going live.
3,
Stand by.
2,
Activate.
1.
All systems go.
We're live.
They say the championship is Manchester United's to lose, but after they've dropped points for the first time at home this season, suddenly there's doors open for second and third place. Will it be Chelsea? Will it be Arsenal that can turn out their challengers? Still, when these two sides have met before, it's taken a hell of a lot to break them. The League Cup penalty shootout was enough for Chelsea to get through. So will we have a blank today, or will there be a confirmed challenger for Manchester United? It's Arsenal versus Chelsea live here this afternoon from Highbury. Good afternoon, welcome to Super Sunday. What a spectacular game we've got for you. Second versus third, and so much is online at the moment. It's been mission catch Manchester United this season, and so far it doesn't look like any side is able to do that. However, when one of the sides slip up, as United did last night, the door's open for someone to really put the pressure on. Putting the pressure on all the players today. Trevor Gray will be watching the game with us and get all his views of that. But first and foremost, let's give you a full recap of all the other Premiership games so you know where you stand in the company of Trev Shreves. John Solarco and Dennis Irwin was the two main talking points from this match, especially early on in the first half where Solarco was fouled by Dennis Irwin. Referee Uriah Rennie, despite the heavy protest, gave the spot kick. Up stepped Nathan Blake with the opportunity. His penalty was right down the middle. Schmeichel sending the wrong way. Bolton Wanderers in the lead. Manchester United haven't failed to win a game all season at Old Trafford, but their unbeaten record was on the line until 4 minutes to go. And unbelievably, it was John Solarco that conceded the foul, having won the penalty. The player he fouled, it was Dennis Irwin. Irwin stepped up from the spot. The preferred side for Dennis Irwin over the years, and he slotted the ball coolly past the goalkeeper to level Manchester United. They couldn't find a winner, so the 100% record is over though. A team with a very poor home record that you wouldn't expect is Liverpool. Despite this excellent goal by Ove Glenarson to get them going, they were beaten at home to Southampton. And Southampton's play happened to come from perhaps good play, but this is poor goalkeeping on David James's part. Egil Lustenstad's shot. Criticism was made at Liverpool goalkeeper for his positioning and failing to stop. And then perhaps more criticism can be labelled at David James for this effort. A great cross from Matt Letizia, but David James beaten too easily at the near post. David Hirst showing he's still got it. Game's main talking point arrived 4 minutes before half time. Carlton Palmer played in Kieran Richardson, and this time James made a really good save. And then as Palmer lunged for the ball, he took out Kramer. Everyone was expecting play to go on, as it was a genuine attempt to win the ball. However, the referee didn't see this, and after his booking early on in the first half, Carlton Palmer had to take an early bath. Still, Southampton showed they've got a bit of fight about them, and Ken Moncal's brilliant header from Matt Letizier's corner brought them 3-1 ahead. Paul Ince continued to drive for Liverpool, and perhaps the most aesthetically pleasing goal at Anfield that day was scored by Michael Owen. It was too little too late, mind you. Liverpool couldn't get an equaliser. Still, great win for Southampton. Now, watch this for a goal here to be scored by David Ginola. Picks the ball up unchallenged, runs past the midfield, runs through the defence, goes one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Brilliant finish. Maybe is that a pick for goal of the season? Or how not to defend? Either way, you don't give the Frenchman that sort of space. The second goal arrived when a cross failed to be dealt with in the area, and Stefan Everson was the quickest to react. He toe-poked the ball home to put Spurs 2 up. And Spurs would finish 3 up when Bertie would combine with Everson to play in Rule Fox, who had an excellent match to finish past Flowers. That probably goes Blackburn Rovers' title hopes, and also might keep Spurs in the Premiership. Leicester City were winners 1-0 at home to Leeds United. Emil Heskey played the killer pass through. Theo Zacharakis with the finish, although Nigel Martin very nearly got a hand to it. And that's the thing with Leeds, they're a bit inconsistent. Leicester, though, remain in the top half. West Ham United won a rare game away from home, and it was a brilliantly well-worked free kick, but criticisms you could label again at Shaka Hislop, beaten at the near post from Trevor Sinclair, who keeps up his scoring record after he's won the goal in the Cup. Aston Villa were able to beat Derby County away from home in this Midland derby, an unlikely source of a player that got it, former Leicester man Julian Jurchim. He knows what it means to score against Derby. Aston Villa with another rare away win. And then a big showdown in the big relegation scrap that took place as Barnsley and Everton drew 2-2. Darren Sheridan was able to get the opening goal for Barnsley, played through in this wonderful strike that was too good for Paul Gerrard. And then two arrived for Barnsley as Oakwell was absolutely rocking. Ashley Ward played in Jonana Fritov, one touch to control himself, another to find the angle, and the goalkeeper beaten at the near post. You wouldn't believe it. Must be something about these near posts at the moment. Then Everton strikers got their act together. Mikkel Madar and Duncan Ferguson were able to find space, power, and Ferguson's strikes were able to make it 2-1. And then on good counter-attack in the second half, John Ooster found the room, and a brilliant cross that was just designed to be tapped in by who else? Gary Speed. Everton were a priceless point, but they still remain rock bottom of the Premiership, as do Barnsley. They remain in the relegation zone. Sheffield Wednesday's survival hopes took a bit of a dent as they were beaten away from home by Coventry City. Darren Huckabee got the goal. A brilliantly played through ball by Dion Dublin was on us to unlock this defence. Huckabee celebrated as Ron Atkinson fumed, claiming it was offside. And in the Selhurst Park derby, poor defending would be what would let down Crystal Palace as the Dons ran out comfortable winners, especially when Jason Ewell was able to finish after a mistake and puts Wimbledon one up. And the Crazy Gang were 2 up after good work in the end by Mark Kennedy, signed from Liverpool. Mick Hartford throwing back the years. This brilliant header was far too good for the goalkeeper, and it was 2. And then 3 arrived again through good work through Kennedy, and this time Robbie Earle crossing Neil Ardley with an absolute tap-in. Easy goal for that. Wimbledon, big winners. So that's where it stands. Arsenal versus Chelsea is next. You can see that game live with us just after this. So we're all set to go here on Super Sunday. It's Arsenal-Chelsea. Highbury is absolutely rocking. This is promising to be a real classic tie for us. Let's join our match commentator for this one. It's Trevor Tyler. Well, with Manchester United 5 points in the lead, it seems Chelsea and Arsenal remain the last 2 challengers that could stop this being another runaway Premiership success for a side which has dominated the decade. And for Chelsea and Arsenal, there is history between these two sides already. A League Cup semi-final that went right to the wire. Then in the end, Chelsea's comeback and a penalty success was enough for them. And wins against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge earlier in the season, a win against Arsenal at Highbury would certainly be an improvement. For Arsenal today, they've got Anelka and Bergkamp leading the lineup. Overmars has got his midfield partners of Vieira, Petit and Parla. Martin Keown partners Tony Adams at centre-half. For Chelsea today, it's a midfield trio of Eddie Newton, Gus Poyet and Dennis Wise to support Torre-Andre Flo that impressed so much in that League Cup semi-final, supported by Gianfranco Zola. So it is the big game. You feel the winner here could be Manchester United's title challengers, and it's coming up next, and it's live! Arsenal kick us off. They will be going off from left to right here. Chelsea, of course, were beaten 2-0 in this first leg of the League Cup tie between these two sides. Here is Overmars with an early touch, forced wide by Petrescu. And his ball into the box has been ruled out for offside. Just marginally by Patrick Vieira, but is offside. Referee today, of course, is Paul Durkin from Portland in Dorset. There's that little area just south of Weymouth, for those who knows, where the sailing takes place. And don't get it fooled, it might look like a lovely summer's day, but it's still bitterly cold here. The sunshine itself masking a really frosty afternoon. Will Chelsea get a frosty reception from this Highbury crowd today? With so much on the line, this is a huge moment for their Arsenal and Chelsea season. Bergkamp's ball into the box, and chance arrived. Goal kick signalled. Dennis Bergkamp's cross was met by Overmars, but it was not the most well-directed header. Of course, in that second leg at Stamford Bridge, it's worth pointing out just how good both sides' goalkeepers performed, particularly Ed Tahoy, who had a very inspired performance. If you can have something like that today, it really could be huge for Chelsea's title season. Anelka was caught there by Wise. Vieira takes it quickly. The ball into Bergkamp! Oh, it's just a fraction wide. Quick thinking there by Vieira. Playing it quickly. Overmars giving him the return. The instant cross with the outside of the foot. And the header just a fraction wide. Dennis Bergkamp showing why he's Arsenal's top scorer this season. That was so close. 6th minute was the opening chance in this game. Flo, Chelsea really unable so far to get a real foothold in the match. This is Celestine Babayaro. Most Chelsea have had the ball since kickoff. And a really good chance for them to produce something. Babayaro. Adams is across, Vieira is across. Arsenal have possession back. Babayaro probably took the wrong option. The opportunity was to cross instantly. He felt that Flo and Zola were too well marked and tried to look for his midfielders, one would suspect. Adams. Here's Petit. Arsenal pressing forward. Bergkamp. Anelka. Petit out wide, just a little bit too out wide, asking a lot there of Ray Parlour. It was a nice idea. Another flowing attacking move by the Gunners. Here is Wise. The exchange of passing there. Petrescu. Zola. Good work there from Vieira. So a bright start to the match. Bergkamp. Petit. Anelka. Good work there. Defensive work. Zola. Keown getting the better of him. Berth is through. And the curling strike was from Nicola Anelka. And Ed Tahoy had it measured all the way. Another chance for Arsenal. Highbury at the moment is absolutely bouncing this afternoon. Vieira. Overmars. Petit. Ball works this time to Parlour. Parlour's ball in. Bergkamp! Good save! Swivered on a sixpence. De Hoy making another important stop. Chelsea bringing away quickly on the counter. Flo. Pass lets him down. Babayaro. Way too much of Eddie Newton. Here's Vieira. Game really is flying at 100 miles an hour now. Parlour. Bergkamp with a chance. Brilliant defending. Frank Sinclair. Babayaro. Bergkamp's got it again. And there was the effort from Anelka that Tahoy watched all the way. Steve Clark. Wise. Zola. Flo. Just didn't have the option, Flo, but still gets the ball. Poirier. And Zola here, I think, caught Martin Keown as the clearance was made, and Paul Durkin says foul. This is what it was for. A little bit of an elbow just under the ribs. Englishman by the Italian. some question marks whether Zola will go with Italy to the World Cup in the summer. I wonder that. David Seaman kicks it long. Zola. But he wins it. But he just catches Zola in that occasion. The referee, I think, has said that actually it was Zola. Yes, it was. My mistake there. Zola just catching Petit, just as he clearing it onto the studs of Zola's foot. 20 minutes here played. Petit with the ball forward towards Dennis Burkett. Oh, just a lovely by Vieira. Curling strike again from Anelka, easily saved by Tahoe. Wise. Here is Sinclair. Laviaro. Off the flow to chase. Adams is there easily and comfortably. Here is Winterburn. Oh, it's poor from Winterburn. Here's Wise. Poyet. Wise again. Poyet goes out wide to Petrescu. Adams' header away. Vieira's clearance. It will fall for Newton. And Zola gets there! Oh! That is against the run of play. As Gianfranco Zola strikes. Well, the pass we've got to credit here for the ball into Zola, but the touch control and finish by the Italian maestro was stunning. And it is a goal that has delighted the travelling Chelsea fans but stunned Highbury. Here is the clearance, Vieira's mistake, and Eddie Newton just pops one into the box. It's a double mistake from Vieira that fails to clear it and fails to stop Gianfranco Zola. A player that's had such a bright start against one that hasn't, and suddenly Zola's put on some magic with an unbeatable finish past David Seaman. Oh, Chelsea take the lead. It is Gianfranco Zola, and it really is against the run of play. That's their first attempt on target, first attempt at goal, and punched clear. It's Patrick Vieira now that made the mistake and may have a lot to make up for. Referee Paul Durkin plays the advantage. Vieira, Petit, and we've given it away. Petit and Poyet can bring it away. Chelsea have an opportunity to come onto the break. Clark. Well, the Chelsea fans are to my right here, in full voice at the moment, and understandably so. A win here, close the gap to just 2 points to Manchester United. It could put Arsenal potentially on the back foot in the title race. Here's the buff. Petrescu. Wise. That's nicely played. Clark into Petrescu, up against Nigel Winterburn. And now Overmars gets the better of the Frenchman. And the ball comes in, and Zola is there! And that was a huge chance! That was a massive chance! Well, brilliantly work here by Dan Petrescu, getting the better of the Dutchman, the Englishman. The cross was fantastic. And Flo had the beating of Dixon, and the header sails over the bar. That is a letter for Arsenal. That really is. Goodness gracious, what a game. Dixon. Petit. Anelka just trying to flick it through. It didn't work. Arsenal's attack breaks down. Chelsea looking more confident and comfortable now they are. A goal to their goods. Saying that, they go and give the ball away. Oh, what a pass that is! Bergkamp! What a goal that is! A pass that was like hot knife screw butter right the way through the Chelsea side, and this time Dennis Bergkamp does not mistake his finish, flies past De Hoy. It's 1-1. And there is relief round Highbury now. This is where it came from. Steve Clark's ball out. Lee Dixon plays in Parlour, and right the way through. Newton Dewberry in the berth. I could only watch. Bergkamp takes one touch, and then you know exactly what he's got planned. There it is. And when he fires this, he hits it with power and precision. Dennis Bergkamp brings Arsenal level. Played 33 minutes, and this match now has come nicely to the boil. And Chelsea's best spell arrived after their goal. But just about 10 minutes or so later, Arsenal have got themselves level. Vieira. Here's Overmars. Keown. Adams. Not sure Dan Petrescu realised he was keeping the ball in play, but he has. Chelsea's passing game coming to their own. Babayaro looking for flow. Certainly a handful for Tony Adams. Parlour. Bergkamp. Exchange of passes between he and Petit. Parlour though unable to get it. Petit's got it back. Parlour again. All dummy past Newton. Petit. Oh, he goes down! And a free kick is on the edge of the area here. Gus Poyet be spoken to. Referee doing the sensible thing in my opinion and keeping his cards in his pocket. It was a genuine attempt to go for the ball. Clumsy attempt at doing so. And Arsenal have a free kick about a yard outside the area. Bergkamp and Overmars are over this. Will it be Bergkamp? Oh, he plays a little one into Parlour. Vieira, and it's stopped. Zola clears it away. Here is Petit. Parlour. Again. That's a clever ball. Parlour can control it. He can. Can't quite get the cross in. That was a nice idea. We're about 5 minutes from half time, and there'll be a lot for the chaps in the studio to talk about. This game has been just quite fantastic so far. Overmars. Nelka. Back to Overmars again. Looking for Bergkamp. Good header away. Petit. Flow to Zola. He's got no supports, but it's fouled by Vieira. Vieira and Zola have had their little battle today. I say Zola's winning it. Petrescu into Frank Sinclair. Leboeuf. Oh, what a place to lose it. Here is Bergkamp, and it's a charging race here between Leboeuf and Anelka, and Frank Leboeuf does so well. Ed De Hoy clears it away. Here's Overmars. Vieira, Bergkamp. Vieira again. Parlour, excellent assist, has brought Arsenal level. Looking for a ball across to Overmars. Keown pushing forward for Arsenal. Overmars. Oh, Vieira's in space! And it's a corner. Oh, this was good work. Keown pushing forward. Vieira exchanging here from Overmars. There's the space. Went for goal. Steve Clark came across and made a vital block. And a corner available. Bergkamp to take it. Vieira and Petit, Overmars and Parlour are forwards. Here's Bergkamp. We're going to have a go, Bergkamp. It's going to be another corner. We're in stoppage time now, into the first half. Bergkamp looking for that exchange of passes. And it's block again from Gus Poyet. Anelka has stayed central for this one. Lee Dixon's coming forwards. He's looking for Anelka. Lee Dixon's trying to get his shot away. Chelsea have got the possession. They're trying to wind down the clock once it's suspects. Clark. Wise. But what a half of football. That has flown by. So much to talk about. The opening strike from Gianfranco Zola. The brilliant response from Dennis Bergkamp. There have been chances, there have been moments. Arsenal certainly had the better of it. Chelsea are not out of it. Half time here at Highbury. It is Arsenal 1 and Chelsea 1. More analysis to happen at half time. Join us. Welcome back here to Highbury. Arsenal know that they need a win, and so do Chelsea to stay in the title race. As things stand, Manchester United would still have a 4-point advantage over Chelsea, 5 over Arsenal. It may only be on match day 25, but this really feels like this is a must-win game. Chelsea have had a couple of moments. Really, they should have had a second goal with Torre-Andre Flo's header that floated over the bar. Such a good opportunity. Petrescu looking for Flo. He's done well against Tony Adams in the air today. Here's Overmars. Anelka. Good work from Petrescu. Chelsea can move it forwards. Wise into Petrescu. Now it's sent up for Zola. Zola tries to go on. Winterburn and Keown were too much. Rowan. Worth pointing out there have been no substitutions at half time. Here is Newton. Petrescu. Wise. Petrescu again. Good block by Mark Overmars. Now Arsenal can bring it forwards. Bergkamp and Anelka have not been afraid to stray wide and open up space for the midfielders and wingers to get involved in the game from an attacking standpoint. Adams, that's an excellent ball. And Mark Overmars was just caught by Dennis Wise as he tried to play the ball forwards. This is what the foul was for. Referee, if I remind you, is Paul Durkin today, and he's done a very good job in terms of the match. He's allowed the game to flow. Arsenal and Chelsea, along with Manchester United, are three sides with an unbeaten home record this season. That is what Arsenal have put on the line this afternoon. Overmars. Anelka! Ah! Strikes the post! A whisker away, Arsenal are of taking the lead in this game. Bergkamp. Babioro does well. Here's Newton. Chelsea happy to pass the ball away and probably happy to perhaps keep possession for the next 5 minutes or so. Nicola Anelka a moment away from striking and putting the Gunners ahead. 9 wins and 3 draws this season. Manchester United's draw yesterday, their perfect home record is over, but still they haven't lost. So it shows you the 3 top sides have the 3 best home records, and it shows you just how difficult it is. Bearing in mind in the League Cup tie between these 2 sides, both won their legs at home. In fact, it went to a penalty competition and was won at Stamford Bridge, was maybe the difference. And when you look at the matter of goal difference, it's also pointing out that as things stand, Arsenal have 28, Chelsea have 26. Anelka trying to change that. His effort was left-footed, which isn't his preferred effort, and Tahoe makes the save. He's made a few today, not necessarily to the level of genius he produced in the Coca-Cola Cup tie. Zola, Flo. Oh, it's broken here to Petrescu. Needs an option. He's got possession somehow. Wise. Referee plays advantage. Poirier. And Winterburn makes sure that's cleared. An hour gone here. Will there be a goal to settle this game? Referee has called for a foul on the edge of the area. Overmars has caught Poirier. And referee Paul Durkin keeps his cards in their pockets again, but probably tells Mark Overmars that his patience is wearing thin. This is what the foul was for, and it is for an elbow coming in through the side. And on other occasions I've seen a yellow card warranted for that. It's right on the line. Zola's free kick. Newton! And Parler gets it away. Only as far as Dennis Wise. Frank Leboeuf. Chelsea fans screaming shoot and didn't get it. Bergkamp. Lost it to Newton. No, he hasn't. Persistence from the Dutchman. Dixon. Vieira. David Seaman. Flick on by Parler. Here's Steve Clark. Game has started to settle down. I wonder if it will pick up a bit of speed as we approach the final stages. It really has been a proper full-blooded English Cup tie. Even though it's a Premiership game, that's what it feels like. On the basis that this feels must win. I'm not sure a draw is going to help either side, really. Here's Lee Dixon. That's a poor pass. Here's Eddie Newton. Poyet. Newton, of course, with a cup final deciding goal in his time. Always knows the important moments. Here is Babayaro. Gets it back from Newton. Crossing opportunity. There's Flo! And sorry, Andre Flo tried to go for the bicycle kick from an impossible angle. Boo's ringing out because I think it was a quite dangerous mark, and Keown did well to avoid injury, really. And Arsenal were quite lucky that didn't test David Seaman. And incidentally, it's worth pointing out, he's yet to make a meaningful save in the match. Chelsea's best two efforts have gone wide and flown in the net. Arsenal might be wondering, with all their efforts today, even striking the foot of the post, how are they not ahead in this one? Parler. Newton intercepting that pass, aiming for Dennis Bergkamp. And he's run himself into trouble, has lost it, and has won the throw-in though. Javiera's throw. Still no changes. I can see Ruud Gullit. And I can see underneath me Arsene Wenger over on the far, staying seated and pacing about and thinking about how this game could be changed. Bergkamp. Anelka. Good work by Clark. Wise gets there ahead of Vieira. Cushioned header by Petit. Adams reads it. Sends it forward for Parler. Newton. Oh, he's lost it to Petit. This is Anelka! And it's another save by Tahoe. Another one he can grab as well. Arsenal's finishing hasn't quite been at the quality one would expect from them. Here's Overmars. Gets it back from Winterburn. Overmars. Anelka. Inside again, Nikola Anelka. And again. Petit. Oh! So nearly found Anelka. Great work by Steve Clark. Overmars. Arsenal looking lively now. Bergkamp joining in support. Little double Dutch here out on the left wing. Bergkamp's ball in. It's a good header away. And the clearance eventually arrives from Eddie Newton. Dixon. He was caught by Newton. Arsenal will want to take this quickly. No, they're going to wait. And the pressure is on here. That's a bit of a mistake. Well, Ian Wright is on. He replaces Nikola Anelka. Zola for Chelsea. Looking for flow, but Adams had it well scouted. David Seaman. Parler. Bergkamp. Parler. Zola, we've lost it. Flo will take the free kick. 12 minutes to go at Highbury, plus time added on. Zola has been dodging and jumping challenges all day today. Newton into Clark. Wise. Babiaro. Poyet. This is Chavez. Substitute. He's fouled there by Overmars. Just jinked to the right at the moment, and Zola came in. No doubt about it, certainly a foul. 10 minutes to go. Aidan Newton's free kick in towards Flo. Adams with the header away. Bergkamp. Wright. Oh, Wright's played an excellent ball through to Ray Parler. What's his first touch like? Oh, he went back to Ian Wright. The opportunity was to take it on. Oh, it's frustration. No doubt about it. Chelsea move forwards. Can they snatch this? Chavez. Good work from Winterburn. Overmars. Pass has to go back. Arsenal looking to try and find a winning goal here at Highbury. Ray Parler. What a moment that was for him. Decision making led him down. Leboeuf. Wise. Here is Chavez. Clark. Certainly happy to keep the ball here, Chelsea. Understandably so. And they've given it away, but Flo here against Adams has been a fascinating contest today. Bergkamp. Wright. Oh, it's Overmars! That's a terrific save from De Hoy. Really good save. Parler. Arsenal haven't given up on this yet. Is there to be one more chance? Cross is looking for Wright. Clearance away. Chavez will get it for Chelsea. Overmars is across. It's a bit of a wishy-washy pass, but it is broken kindly here for Chelsea. Zola. Now here's Poyet. Babiaro. Just leaping in there was Parler, and I suspect that's the first booking of the match. No! Well, I have to say I'm surprised. That challenge looked off his feet, out of control. It was late. Babiaro was lucky. Chelsea have a free kick. 2 minutes to go here at Highbury. Newton's ball in. David Seaman claims it. Arsenal can bring it forwards. Here's Winterburn. Overmars. Wright. And the two are getting in each other's way. And we wait to see how much time for stoppages. Suspect no more than a couple of minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes is over on the tannoy. So if either side are to win this match, to close the gap on Manchester United, We need to do so very quickly. Chelsea's possession game has worked wonders today. Here is Winterburn. It's got to go forward now for Arsenal. It's now or never. Right. Vieira. All right. Here's Overmars. It's even denied for a corner. And that'll be the end of it. Well, the first half was outstanding. The second half was more attritional. The chances arrived for both sides, but neither could take them. Nico Anelka struck the post, perhaps the closest we came to a winning moment. Ed Zahoui made a couple of fantastic saves. Arsenal wondered just how on earth they didn't win this. Chelsea will be delighted with that point. But the big winners are probably Manchester United, who maintain a 4-point advantage at the top of the Premiership. Full time here, it is Arsenal 1, Chelsea 1. Well, catch your breath. 0891 111101. Give us your man of the match and your views. What a game that was. Calls cost no more than 50p. Give us your thoughts and choices for that one. After the break, we've got all the big match analysis from this one. It's finished 1-1 between Arsenal and Chelsea. Well, if top class Premiership action is your thing, then we've got more coming up for you. Join us for a special football special. We've got the Merseyside derby, Liverpool versus Everton, live from Anfield. See that with us on Sky Sports 1. Match facts from the game, one apiece. Look at the attempts on goal: 13-4, 11-2 on target, 7 saves to nothing. David Seaman not having to make a clear save today. Ed Zahoui making 7 key ones. No surprise to see it is Ed Zahoui that is your view for man of the match. Zola and Bergkamp also taking out the majority of the votes. So what does it do for the Premiership table? Bottom of the table remain Everton, Barnsley and Bolton Wanderers. Obviously Everton and Barnsley held to that 2 apiece draw. Crystal Palace also beaten, and Southampton's win over Liverpool rises them up the table. Top of the Premiership remains Manchester United by 4 points over Chelsea. Arsenal are third, just a point behind them. Liverpool, despite that defeat, remain 4th place. Blackburn losing as well does allow Leicester City to creep up the table as high as 6th. Let's go over this here from the managers. First and foremost, Treasurer Reeves with Arsene Wenger. Well, I think we play okay. We play lots of the game. I feel we're the only side trying to win, and it's disappointing to see the opponent sit back, but that is football, and we have to try to find a way through, and we have to try and catch Man United, and I think if we continue to put in a run of results, it might be possible. Yes, it's been a challenging game. We didn't play very well. No, bad, and we didn't play as we could. But we know with a little smoke and a pancake, we may be able to pick ourselves up as soon as I go and sign my new contract. Well, there's the view of both managers. Trevor, got to speak to yourself. Phenomenal game, particularly the first half, but Arsenal aren't able to find the finishing goal, and it looks as if potentially injuries coming off the back of it to Ian Wright and to Dennis Bergkamp. Yeah, I think from Arsenal's standpoint, they're going to be really disappointed with that game. I don't think they played anything like they're capable of. They didn't play with any sort of clinical sense. I mean, yes, they hit the post in the second half, but I do feel they ran out of steam and the game ground to a halt, and I thought Chelsea his game plan was good. I think tactically, I think Hullet probably got it better in his setup against Arsenal. That wing-back system allowed the likes of Parler and Overmars, particularly Overmars, not the space that he would like, and that played a pink to it. I think Overmars being marked out of the game is always an important point, and you know, the only goal happened, the only time really Parler was able to find a real sort of quality ball through, and then the rest of the game he's marked out of it. Arsenal don't have their wingers, they've got to play through the middle. Yeah, they were just outmanned every time. If there was 2 midfielders, there was 3 defenders. Well, overall, would you say a fair result, bearing in mind the amount of saves that Ed Zahoui had to make? Yeah, I'd say so. One of the things I would say, definitely with Zahoui, really, really good saves. but they're all saves you'd expect him to make, and no disrespect to him, because it's a horrible thing to say to goalkeeper, we expect you to save all of this, and he does, but he does, and he does really, really well to make those saves, and that was very, very important in this game, I would have thought. Well, we'll be back very shortly after the break here for more analysis on this Super Sunday as Arsenal and Chelsea drawn 1-1. Welcome back. 1-1 here at Highbury. Phenomenal game. Trevor, let's have a look at some of the highlights, shall we? Well, I think one of the things to notice in the game here, though, is look how little space all these Arsenal players have, but also the chances that they have. I think Bergkamp with that header, Vieira puts in a good ball, but it's not real quality. And a lot of the saves De Gea make is this sort of effort that you saw from Anelka. He's got time, he's able to get it under control, he's able to make a good stop there. And gathering it in. And out wide as well, look how quickly Babayaro is across to Parler. Parler has to try and poke it through. And Bergkamp, well, that nearly pulled off a brilliant bit of effort. But yeah, I think that's a save that, it's right at De Gea. I think Bergkamp's finishing let him down slightly there. And what about the goal? Well, it's great work here from Maitland Newton. He just plays it into space, but the first touch here by Gianfranco Zola is just unbelievable. It really is. Controls it perfectly and then is able to fire in an unstoppable shot. It's just a ball into a dangerous area. There's no real malice to it. I think Vieira will definitely not want to see that again, but his first touch is brilliant. His second is lethal. And then it was nearly 2, wasn't it? Yeah, and I have to say from this standpoint, I think Torian Defoe should score that. It really should. I think that's a real bad mistake. And then the equaliser. Well, the pass itself takes out 3 players, and then Bergkamp's one-on-one, and Leboeuf isn't able to get across to him as quickly as he would like, and that opens up the gap, and I think Bergkamp does well to find the space. And then for the rest of the game, really, it was lots of efforts, but lots of efforts blocked, wasn't it? Yeah, Petrescu there making the block. He had a very good game. He had a difficult job to keep sort of Overmars and company. So did Steve Clark. Look at that again. Another block before player can get a shot off. And visible frustration from Patrick Vieira and Arsenal. And Arsenal tried to make chances, but they were getting further and further out, weren't they? Yeah, another block again from Clark. Another effort in which Arsenal have had to go further and further out the pitch and really get unable to. Now, this was the key moment, wasn't it? Yep, I think so. And I think Anelka here, just concentrating on getting power to it, if he was able to get a bit of curl on that along the ground, I think that's a goal. Well, Chelsea didn't have a lot in terms of opportunities, but when they did sort of hunt forward, they created moments, didn't they? They did, although I'm not sure you can count that effort by Flo as a top-class moment, really. And this again by Arsenal, continuing to move forwards. Overmars with an effort, and I actually think that's a really good save, isn't it? That's an excellent save. This is, I think Overmars here has done exactly what he wants to do. He's found the one bit of space all day. He's looking to try and curl it into the corner. De Gea has made an outstanding save to finish things off. Well, one apiece it finishes off. Remind us again here when you can see us next here on Sky Sports. We've got the big Merseyside derby, Liverpool versus Everton. Join us for that game. Could be absolutely phenomenal. Well, Trevor, thank you very much for joining us today. What a match it's been. One apiece here. Doesn't help any side. Manchester United is still top of the table favourites, and the two challengers are snapping at their heels. Just they're snapping a little more comfortably than they would have expected. From all of us here at Sky Sports, thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye. Thank you for watching here this match on Trevor Sports. If you've liked it, please don't be afraid to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And if you do fancy it, head on over to the Ko-fi. The link is in the description. Buy me a coffee for all the hard work. Further on that, make sure you enjoy more games coming up.